The Chocolate Adventure. Once upon a time, in the colorful land of Sweetville, there lived a beautiful cartoon character named Coco. Coco was a delightful little cocoa bean with big, sparkling eyes and a heart full of curiosity. Her dream was to explore the magical journey of how cocoa beans like herself transformed into delicious chocolate, loved by everyone around the world. Coco's adventure began in the lush, green cocoa forest, where she and her family grew on tall cacao trees. The forest was filled with the sounds of chirping birds and the rustle of leaves. One sunny morning, Coco's excitement bubbled over as she and her bean friends were carefully handpicked by friendly farmers. They were placed gently into baskets, ready to begin their journey to the chocolate factory. The journey to the factory was an exciting one. Coco and her friends traveled through winding roads and across flowing rivers, soaking in the sights and sounds of the outside world. When they finally arrived at the Sweetville Chocolate Factory, Coco's eyes widened with wonder. The factory was a bustling place, filled with the rich aroma of chocolate and the cheerful chatter of workers. Inside the factory, Coco learned that the first step in becoming chocolate was fermentation. She and her friends were placed in large wooden boxes, where they rested cozily for several days. After fermentation, they were spread out under the warm sun to dry, their colors turning a rich, deep brown. Next, it was time for roasting. Coco was gently roasted, which brought out her delicious aroma and enhanced her flavor even more. The factory was filled with the sweet, nutty scent of roasting cocoa beans. After roasting, Coco went through a machine that cracked open her shell, revealing the precious cocoa nib inside. Coco's nib was then ground into a thick, dark paste called chocolate liquor. This was an important part of her transformation. The chocolate liquor was then put through a process called conching, where it was mixed and aerated to make it smooth and velvety. The final steps in Coco's journey were tempering and molding. The chocolate was carefully cooled and heated to give it a shiny finish and perfect snap. Finally, Coco was poured into molds to set into delightful shapes, ready to be wrapped and shared with the world. Coco's adventure from bean to chocolate was complete, and she was now part of a delicious chocolate bar, bringing joy to everyone who tasted her. Coco realized that her transformation was not just about becoming chocolate, but also about the teamwork and care involved in each step of the process. And so, the cocoa bean's dream came true as she spread sweetness and happiness throughout Sweetville and beyond.